So much for that.
Headed out on a rainy day to shoot the new XDS and 9mm that I picked up. I previously owned a SIG P239 and a SIG P232. Over time I ended up selling both of these guns. These two guns though have one thing in common that I miss in a carry gun, and that is thinness. And that's where the XDS comes into play into my CCW system. I ended up bringing both my boys with me, and they got to do a little bit of BB gun shooting while there was a break in the weather. We've got everything out and ready to rock and roll, assuming we don't get rained out here. We have, or not so much rained out as lightninged out, I guess. There is the XDS 9mm, a new purchase of mine. We're going to be putting some 115 grain full metal jackets through it, just this Federal ammunition, more target type stuff. So I didn't get a chance to shoot the Winchester 147 grain jacketed hollow points, nor the Gold Dot 124 grain. So I'm going to have to do this again when we don't get rained out and put those through the paces. We'll see how it shoots, and I'm excited. Here we are, first shots with the XDS, coming down pretty good. So this will be kind of fun shooting in the rain. Very impressed with that trigger right off the get-go. That is a beautiful trigger. And I'm going to jump in my car for a second and see if I can't wait this out. This is getting pretty bad. So there's my first 7 rounds with that gun, and that trigger is really cool. Oftentimes I'll find with certain guns it takes me a little bit to get used to the trigger and just how they operate, accuracy, that kind of thing. This was one of those guns that was an immediate connection to that trigger. Hopefully this rain will die down so we can get some more shots. Now I'm going to have to clean all my steel plates because they're going to rust. Alright, we're going to put some more through it. Right now we're working on those Federals. We'll see how the other rounds do in just a bit. I like the way that shoots. I've been really happy with the XD series of guns. I've owned the XD-M and an XD in subcompact, and very happy with both of those. This certainly is not a disappointment. Gotta dig that. One thing I noticed though is the 7 shots, they seem to go pretty quick and then you're out. So that is one thing about this. With that thinness, you don't get a lot of capacity. The lightning drove us out much earlier than anticipated. I also wanted to get off these muddy roads as quickly as possible so we didn't get stuck. But the limited amount of rounds that I put through it on this first trip, this is kind of my initial impressions of the little XDS in 9mm. It's got a fantastic trigger pull, a little longer than I'm used to, but enjoyable. Recoil in this little 9 is extremely manageable. Ergos are very good and comfortable. And I'm having fun with the front sights, that front one being that orange fiber optic and the 2 rear being the white dots. Makes for a easy sight picture when trying to pick up that front sight. So right now I'm really excited to test this gun further. Those are just my initial impressions, and hopefully next time around I won't get rained out and we can put some of those hollow points through to see how it feeds.